Yeah, you read that correctly. No, this is in no way clickbait. No, this is not the devs stating that one day they might actually have plans. This is an actual 100% full confirmation that Blue Protocol is going to get a global release. But there's plenty to talk about, so I hope you've set aside, like a solid 5 or 10 minutes. Before we jump into the details behind the final live stream though, if you haven't already, then I have a guide showing you how to apply for the closed beta on my website, mmobite.tv. Go ahead and click the link in the description and the pinned comment to be taken right to it. The closed beta is fast approaching, and if you haven't already registered, you're gonna miss your chance. We also have a dedicated subreddit for Blue Protocol where we post all kinds of news and info about the game ahead of the videos. So if you're interested in staying updated, and if you're interested in getting more information about when the closed beta is actually going to go live, the link is going to be included to the subreddit as well. So go ahead and join it. So up until this point, we had seen nothing other than open world combat and exploration. In the latest live stream, they went on to show the Dragon's Claw dungeon. Interestingly, enemies within dungeons are going to continue to level up as you progress through it, making for, well, honestly, I've never really seen anything like this ever actually happen before. When entering the dungeons, monsters were approximately level 9 to 10, and by the time the dungeon was over, the monsters were level 33 to 34. The party consisted of 3 players, each being level 20. Now, I'm not sure how specifically monsters are going to scale in terms of statistics with levels in dungeons, but from what we've seen, they weren't really all that difficult. And while dungeons are aimed at a maximum group of players, it's also possible to enter with an undersized group and still complete it. Finally, with regards to dungeons at least, you're going to be able to block other players, which will prevent you from seeing them in the party finder. This is honestly something that more games need. While dungeons are an important part of an MMO, raids are equally, if not even more so. Thankfully, it is confirmed that Blue Protocol will feature raids consisting of 20-player groups. Initially, they were planning for 30 players, but have decided against it. It was stated that it is possible to revert back to 30-player raids in the future though, depending on player feedback. The devs also went on to elaborate on open world activities as well. Missions act more or less like quests, but provide more than what we're generally used to, and then there's normal free field exploration. They also wanted to emphasize, I guess, the fact that while in a party, every single participant gets 100% of the XP obtained from any monster kill. This is regardless of whether all of the party members participated or not. Additionally, if other players are finding monsters and someone from your party begins to attack it as well, you'll obtain experience much in the same way. This actually provides kind of like an incentive to work together, even when not partied up. Drops are also personal, meaning that everyone has their own table of loot that they have access to when enemies and subsequently bosses end up dying. They also went ahead to talk about the PvP in game this time. And yeah, for those of you that were under the impression that PvP stood for player versus player, yeah, you're gonna be a little bit disappointed. Instead, PvP in Blue Protocol stands for party versus party. This game mode is going to allow you to enter an arena with a group of players and tackle waves of monsters before the time runs out. Difficulty scales with every additional party member, so do note this when going in. Now, in my last video, I went ahead and included like this cute little Neko girl as my thumbnail, and that left people, I don't know, kind of like under the impression that they were going to add this new like cat girl or cat people race into the game. And I'm sorry to say, but that is just not the case. It is actually one of the 7 different accessory slots available to customize, in specific the ears accessory slot. And while they may one day add in additional races, it seems, at least at this juncture, highly unlikely. Now, this game is going to be completely free to play. I actually discussed this like once, maybe twice already, but people keep on asking me. The game is also going to be playable both solo, with questing and the main story being doable solo or in a group, and will require no purchases to progress through. Now, during the live stream, and I'm assuming during each live stream, people continued to ask and request that they elaborate on any intentions for a global release, and they finally did. The devs went on to state that while they can't announce anything currently, as they're not at liberty to discuss specific details, they did stress that expanding globally is definitely in the works, and they are in the process of hiring people to aid in this endeavor. So while they can't officially confirm that the game is going to be coming to the West, they did allude to the fact that they're in the process of working on it. And in their words, right now we're focused on the upcoming Japanese closed beta, but they're working on developing the game with global expansion in mind. Hopefully this is enough confirmation for those of you that were under the impression that it was not going to be coming out in the West. As I stated initially, the closed beta application process ends on March 2nd, which is actually today. Today's your last chance to apply for the closed beta later this month. While this closed beta is scheduled within Japan, I don't believe they have an IP block in place for the game, nor its beta test. However, in the off chance they do, or if they choose to release in Japan a year or more ahead of the rest of the world, I happen to know that ExitLag, which is a VPN provider, actually fully supports Blue Protocol, meaning you're going to be able to play the game even if they chose to IP block the game. And heck, since the Japanese servers will be located within Japan, this will actually even go as far as improving your connection to their server. Now, while this is effectively the last live stream that's going to take place before their upcoming closed beta, they did go on to state that there will be additional live streams in the future, just more, I guess, at irregular intervals. And yeah, hopefully you guys are happy with all the information that was released ahead of the closed beta. I honestly hope some of you guys get in and get to try the game out. Also, most of this information is only possible thanks to the Blue Protocol DB website, so if you haven't already, go ahead and check that out. But this is my opinion, my impressions of the last live stream, the last bit of information regarding Blue Protocol ahead of its closed beta. What do you guys think though? Let me know down in the comments below and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time.
Someday soon I'm gonna make it.